I think it's time that I finally admit this publicly. I used to be an addict. I wasn't addicted to like heroin or crack or anything like that. I was addicted to something far cooler. Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Pokemon cards by extension. Basically just shiny cardboard. It just triggered so much dopamine in my caveman brain, I just loved it. To me, it just didn't make sense to get addicted to drugs when trading cards exist. Meth is temporary, but Yu-Gi-Oh is forever. I've since kicked my habit, and not because I went to rehab or fell into bankruptcy or got bored of shiny cardboard or anything. The reason I'm no longer addicted is because I completed it. As in, like, I beat my addiction. I completed the goal of the addiction. Obsessive collecting is a single player game that I've completed. I beat it on hard mode, fucking slapped it around on Ultra Nightmare mode. I completed my Yu-Gi-Oh collection as well as the Pokemon collection that I set out to achieve, and I just want to show it with all of you because I'm super fucking proud of it. So I now have every single Yu-Gi-Oh card ever printed, ultra rare and above. So every card that exists as an ultra rare, secret rare, ghost rare, ultimate rare, collector's rare, parallel rare, all of it, premium gold, gold rare, I have every single one of them in first edition. And I just want to show you this shit. I think I can say with a high level of confidence that I have the most impressive Yu-Gi-Oh card collection on YouTube. So let's start with what collectors consider the holy grail of Yu-Gi-Oh collecting, Legend of Blue Eyes First Edition. Also, you can see my reflection in the frames here, so don't be alarmed. I'm well aware here. Look like a fucking photo of Sasquatch in the background. And if you see a semi-chub start to rise, don't worry, that's just how I get when I look at these Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So of course you got the Dark Magician and the Blue Eyes being the most coveted. That little naughty girl is a PSA 10, goes for like 100 grand or something absurd. Then you got the full Exodia set with Monster Reborn as the penis there, a little creative artistic liberty from Charles, and then the two secret rares at the bottom. Now, I want to come in here and just go ahead and let you know right now, nothing in my collection is PSA 10 or even close. A lot of it's like PSA 1 or 0. I was buying this shit cheap as fuck. Because for me, I'm never going to grade these cards. I think grading is a giant scam. You pay more to get your cards graded than you ever would selling them. And it's super arbitrary, a lot of the numbers they put on the cards. I just find it to be a predatory dog shit system, so I don't care about grading. I just care if they look good in the frames. It's not like I'm selling any of these holy treasures of mine, so why the fuck would I care to get them graded? So just keep that in mind. These cards are not PSA 10s and they never will be. Now let me show you my favorite frame here. This is the Ghost Rare frame. Every single Ghost Rare ever printed exists in this beautiful sarcophagus. That includes the Rainbow Dragon misprint from Tactical Evolution. Often considered the rarest misprint in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! I was able to snatch this bad boy up about a year ago off an eBay seller who I'm pretty sure just took it from their child's toy box. So that was lucky, and that kid's Christmas is ruined for sure, but I'm pretty happy about it. It does not come in first ed, which is why that is an unlimited. This is what the card is supposed to look like. The misprint is obviously, it says Rainbow Dragon, but has the art for the elemental hero Chaos Neos on it, whereas this one just has the actual Rainbow Dragon. The card actually got misprinted twice. You'll see Rainbow Dragon with Chaos Neos on it again. This was the very next set. This one did come in first edition though, so those silly goofballs were really fucking up here. That's what it's supposed to look like. The astute observer will notice a lot of dog hair in the frame, and it's because I have a husky named Tetra and her hair gets everywhere. Just like the entire air is littered with her hair particles. So when I was putting the cards in here, some of it just got trapped in there. So I'm eventually going to have to take the frame off and just get the hair out, but I didn't feel like doing that before recording this video. It still looks fine even with all the dog hair in there, even adds personality to it, I'd argue. Now let's move on to my second favorite set. This is the entire Starlight set. Every Starlight ever printed. A lot of these I actually pulled on stream when I was doing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh openings on stream. So some of these have some sentimental value to me. Like I pulled a lot of these here. Like that Rose, I pulled a couple. The 10,000 Dragon and 3 of the fucking Utopias. Like these really do have some deep meaning to me. Like I think of them as like my kids. And I take great care of them by just locking them in this frame. And these frames fucking slap, by the way. I got these on Etsy, and I didn't even know Etsy had anything of decent quality. They came from a seller named Fabled Framing. So if you're watching this, you fucking crushed it, man. Shit was great. So yeah, it looks wonderful. Love the Starlights. They really just pop the fuck off in the frame. Next, let's move on to the Collector's Rares. Again, a lot of these I pulled on stream as well. This is all 60 Collector's Rares. This is their newest rarity. And this is all 60 of those just hanging out, group hugging in the shower. And then behind them I have all of the ultimate rares. I really like ultimate rares, so I've been putting all of them in frames as well. So this is just some of them, the classics. We got the Effect Veiler Ultimate over there. I've got my own little Yu-Gi-Oh! Museum in here that I've cooked up. There's a Stardust Dragon Ultimate Rare. Yeah, the gang's all here, every Ultimate Rare. It's like fucking 500 Ultimate Rares or something crazy. There's a ton of Ultimate Rares. Obviously, I have them in frames because I plan on hanging them, but I haven't done that for all of them yet. But I did start, so you had Ancient Sanctuary down there, a classic set. Have some Labyrinth of Nightmares. This one I pulled myself, this Injection Fairy Lily. That's a pretty fucking nice card. Really proud of that pull. Got that on stream. Also pulled one of my favorites here, the Raviel, part of the Sacred Beasts. These are the ultimate rares from Shadows of Infinity. Just more classics all over the place. Just a nostalgia overload. And then let me show you my favorite card here. It's actually in this set, Invasion of Chaos. It's the Strike Ninja. I actually pulled this as a kid and lost my fucking mind. Thought the card was so cool because I was a huge fan of ninjas. One of my first Xbox Live gamer tags was Ninja Maniac, so you can really see where I was coming from. Here's just some more frames of ultimate rares. These are going to be mainly your Elemental Hero sets, so from the GX era. These I actually think definitely look the best. This was their best ultimate rare sets, I think. And that's just because the Elemental Heroes look so fucking cool in them. Of course, all first ed because I'm not a bitch. And yeah, I made sure not to miss any here. These were really hard to find. A lot of these Elemental Hero ultimate rares just don't really exist anymore. Like there's not a ton for sale. So it took me like a long time to get some of these, over a year. And then some of them I pulled from Power of the Duelist, like that Flare Neos. I was able to get 2 of those. Ever since I was a kid, I also really liked the Egyptian God cards, so I got every single Egyptian God card rarity ever printed, including the newest one from King's Court, the Secret Pharaoh's rares. And honestly, they blow ass. The Secret Pharaoh's rare is a bunch of dog shit. These are definitely the best they ever printed. These are the secret rares from the game. Even got the Japanese exclusive ones, and then behind this is actually a really cool fucking frame. But first, let me show you this, just some more cool ultimate rares. And then this is more of like your more modern cards that are still played today. So the Triple Tactics Talents, the Pot of Prosperity's Access Code, all that. I wanted a frame of just like cards that were really powerful for their time or still played today. So now that you've seen that, let me show you a really cool one. This is from all the tournament packs. So you've got the strongest card in Yu-Gi-Oh! For its day, the Mechanical Chaser. That was from the very first tournament pack. The Morphing Jar got all 8 tournament packs and all 8 champion pack cards, as well as the premium packs 1 and 2, some of my favorites from those. I have every card from premium packs, but I only framed the coolest ones from those. This is a really cool frame. This is all of Gladiator Assault in First Ed. These cards are fucking impossible to find nowadays. At least the ones that aren't covered in spit and crumpled up like they were used for toilet paper. I had to wait over a year for some of these to hit the market somewhere. So I got really lucky finding some of these. So this frame I'm really proud of. Got all the ultimate rares and the secret rares. The secret rares were the hardest to find. So you think the shit like the Necro Face and Soul Taker. And I could only find the Magic Formula graded. So I have a 9.5 graded First Ed Magic Formula. Like I said, I fucking hate grading cards. I would never do it, but this was the only copy of this card I could find anywhere over the last year and some change. So yeah, I got to complete the Gladiator Assault First Ed collection. Speaking of graded cards though, this is the highest graded copy of this card ever in the world right now. It's a Beckett 9 1998 Mirror Force. So before Konami had rights to Yu-Gi-Oh! It was owned by Bandai, and they printed an entire set, which is these right here. These are like the rarest prize cards. And promo cards as well. So I have all of those, and they're really nice. It's not like I wanted them graded or anything. I actually found these a couple years ago before I even got really big into collecting Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I just happened to stumble upon them on eBay, and I was like, that sounds like a good price for that. It was like a couple $100 for that Mirror Force, and it is still to this day the highest graded 1998 Mirror Force that I've seen anywhere online. And you're welcome for the great cinematography here, but here's the rest of the set. I'm not going to go through each card, but it was like 140 that they printed. And I have all of those, but the biggest ones are of course the Mirror Force, Gate Guardian, and Swords of Revealing Light. This frame's mainly just Dark Magicians and Blue Eyes that I thought were really cool, and they're pretty rare. So these are World Championship replicas there. These are from Dark Revelations 4, these are just 3 really rare cards there. And then these Blue Eyes and Dark Magicians here from Dark Duel Stories, which was a Game Boy game. These are extremely hard to find, so I got lucky that I was able to pick those up. And then just some more great ones. Dark Magician, Blue Eyes from the starter decks first ed, and then some of the ultimate rares for Kaiba there with like the Crush Card Virus and Blue Eyes. Like I briefly mentioned though, it's not all Yu-Gi-Oh! So I have all of the Masterpiece Magic the Gathering cards as well, because Masterpiece I thought was just incredible. Immediately pulled right to a Soul Ring, which is great. That's pretty fucking cool. So that's Kaladesh Inventions, and this one's Amonkhet. I've actually had these since 2016, 2017, just because I thought they looked so fucking cool. That is the grimiest little stream deck you've ever seen in your life. Just forget you ever saw that. Then I have some of the Pokemon collection here, some Gold Stars. There you can see a damaged Gold Star Mewtwo, Rayquaza. I haven't finished the Gold Star collection. I will at some point, but here's my entire first ed base set for Pokemon. The party doesn't stop. That first ed Charizard at PSA 10 goes for like 300 grand. I was able to get that bad boy for like 2 grand because it was listed as damaged. And I think it looks just fine. Like I said, as long as it looks good in a frame, that's all I care about. So I was really happy with being able to get that. So I finished the entire base set first ed collection. These are from the Astral packs and the Turbo packs. These are just more ultimate rares that I haven't framed yet. This is all of the ultimate rares from the OTS packs, and they all look great. Just haven't had a chance to finish framing all of them. Now just to finish it all off and take it home, everything that's not in frames is in these binders. So everything from the movie packs, from the video games, all of it's in here, as long as it's ultra rare and above. So mainly ultra rares and secret rares are in these binders, every single one of them. Most of the premium golds are in here as well, because I haven't finished framing any of those. But yep, every single card ever printed in Yu-Gi-Oh! That is ultra rare or higher, I have, except for the championship prize cards. I have none of those because I obviously haven't won any championships, so I didn't get the prize cards. So that I may never be able to complete my collection with, but I'm super satisfied with it. This was quite a long time of work in order to finally finish it off, and I just wanted to show it to all of you because I'm super proud of it. It's a collection that I've always wanted to complete at some point. Ever since I was a kid, I dreamed of like having all the cool Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and now as an adult, I was finally able to fulfill that little dream I had back then, and I'm really happy with it. Like I said, it's unfortunately not like every single ultra rare, because that includes the championship prize cards that I don't think they will ever reprint as a replica or something, so I'll never have those in the collection. But it's not a big deal, you know, that's fine. I'm happy with it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing it. I probably will finish the Pokemon ones at some point, but I'm not in any rush there. I really wanted to finish the Yu-Gi-Oh ones, because I really like the Yu-Gi-Oh cards more than Pokemon, and just was really happy to get that complete. That's about it. See ya.